Aloha divers, this is Connor at Kona Freedivers.
I'm Christian.
And we're here to talk a little bit about dive lights, underwater dive lights. So we've got a few different kinds here, and we're going to kind of go over each one and figure out what makes them tick and the pros and the cons of each. So I think we'll start out with, let's go ahead and start out with the UKs, I guess. So we've got the UKs, they come in a few different styles. We've got the C8 rechargeable here. So one thing with the UKs is that they are not completely sealed. You have to take them, open them up to get the batteries out if you want to change them or charge them. So that could be not the best thing. If you're not paying attention, you cross thread it, you got to make sure the O-rings are good. So that's a feature that you want to take into account. Cost-wise, they're not too bad. We've got a few different ones. I think this one's the C8 rechargeable. We've got the Light Cannon L1 rechargeable. One cool thing with the rechargeables is that you can take out the battery packs. They come with these little spring packs as well that you can use regular disposable batteries in them, which is kind of a cool feature. The rechargeables are a little bit brighter, but they're going to cut the battery life a little bit. So if you use the non-rechargeable or the disposable batteries, they end up lasting quite a bit longer. They're not quite as bright. So yeah, some pros and cons of those. Also have a few smaller versions. This one here's the SL3. This one's an inexpensive light. Some people, you could use it as a main. I would use it as a backup. I think the 3C batteries, 425 lumens. So it's a good little light for just messing around, kind of more of a backup. And then we've got, I think, other ones that we've got over there are the Gobies.
Yeah, what I love about these Gobies is that they are rechargeable. They have all sorts of detachable heads, whether it's the 800 lumen spot head or the 1000 wide head. They have this red light that are used for lobstering or fishing at night, so those fish aren't able to see that light. They're able to be used outside the water, which is not very common for most dive lights because they aren't able to be cooled. So they're cooled underwater, and they're also going to be cooled outside of water, so they're used as a great camping flashlight or anything like that.
Another cool feature with these lights, they're externally recharged, so you don't have to open them. They're permanently sealed, which is nice. You don't have to worry about O-ring maintenance. You don't have to worry about cross-threading. So it's a really cool feature outside of like the UKs, because the UKs you have to open them up. The other really cool thing with these, they've got 3 different settings, so you can go low, medium, high, and again you can change that whether it's a spot or a wide beam just by changing out the heads on them, which is a pretty cool feature. There's super cool attachments that you can get for them, so you can get handles. They've got this one that goes over your wrist, so you can do hands-free. That one's really cool. That one actually, some of those will also fit the Solas, which are our next lights that we're going to take a look at here. So the Solas, these are kind of our nice lights. These are a little bit nicer. That's what we use for charters. I would love to use this for lobstering. It's hands-free, so it comes with any of the Sola dives come with the hand mount there. So you just put that on. This one goes around your wrist, and that way you can do hands-free stuff. So if you're grabbing lobster, that's awesome. You don't have to worry about dropping your light or bouncing the lens off the rocks. These ones come in a bunch of different brightnesses. They start out, I believe, 1200. It goes up to a 2000 and a 2500. So it kind of depends on what you want to do with them. Some of the brighter lights are awesome for any kind of video work or pictures that you're going to be doing. So you can attach them to trays, to handles, all sorts of cool stuff. These ones are also externally recharged, so you don't ever have to open them. And that's an awesome feature, so you don't have to worry about cross-threading and all that stuff. So yeah, great lights. We have, I think, all 3 of those pretty much in stock. And yeah, if you need a light for underwater, these would be the ones to grab. I would kind of go for these ones. They're the nicest of the 3, but they'll all work. In fact, Gobies, I would grab this for a main. The Gobies probably for a backup. But the UKs are good too, and there's a lot of people out there that like the UKs. They've been around a while. So your uncle, I'm sure your uncle probably used a UK. And you want to stick with it, those ones work pretty well as well. So I would rate the Solas. I'd rate those pretty high up there because they've got all the features. They're awesome lights. We use them. I've seen them tested for years now. So I mean they're awesome. They're also made in the U.S. The Gobies, again, I'd rank them up there with maybe like a 9.5 or so, and they're a really good backup, and they're actually bright enough to be used as a main. The UKs, I'd rank them at an 8.5, but only reason why is they're not externally rechargeable, and I'm not very good with lights. I cross thread stuff way too often. I'm not really good about maintaining those O-rings, so for me, I wouldn't want that personally, just because I don't want to have to worry about all this stuff. But I know people that love them, so it's a really good light as well.
Yeah, I would agree. I would just say the reason being is because those UK lights are pretty basic. These Gobi ones are really cool because they're very versatile. You can use them for camping, all sorts of different attachments. And these Sola ones that are just extravagant under the water, they're just the best. So I would agree with that. Totally.
Yeah. And so we have all three of these in the shop. What I would do if I were you guys is I would subscribe, because you never know when we're going to have a video coming out. Maybe we'll be using these catching bugs when it's bug season again.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, keep a lookout for that. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, stop in the shop, say what's up to us. This is Connor from Kona Freedivers, and
Christian. We'll see you in the next one.
aloha.